The College of Arts and Letters 2018 Outstanding Alumni Award recipient is a mover and a shaker in our nation's capital. At any given moment, you may find Eileen Bradner rubbing shoulders with the likes of Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown. The next day, it may be a vice president like Joe Biden, or the current number 2 person in the White House, Mike Pence. The 1980 magna cum laude political science graduate who counts Toledo area United States Representative Marcy Kaptur as one of her dearest friends works both sides of the aisle in D.C. The native Toledoan, who now lives in Arlington, Virginia, has earned the respect of presidents such as George W. Bush and senators and American heroes like the late John Glenn. Even Abe would nod in honest agreement that the Senior Director and Counsel of Federal Government Affairs for Nucor Public Affairs is one of the top lobbyists in America, where she asks, "Do you support American manufacturing, American jobs?" As the head of Nucor's D.C. office, Eileen works with Congress and the executive branch on behalf of her employer, the largest steel producer and recycler in the U.S., with 25,000 employees and over 200 facilities. Her role has taken her to Trump Tower in New York City and to Paris alongside representatives of the United Steelworkers of America. President Grant knows that when Eileen comes calling, you can bet at least $50 that she's going to want to talk about international trade and infrastructure, as well as environmental and energy policy. UT was Eileen's backyard growing up on Middlesex Drive. The 1977 DeVilbiss High School grad, she's really smart but this is not her senior portrait, is the daughter of Robert, a certified public accountant, and the late Joan Bradner, a church pianist. Dad now lives in Mansfield. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge after leaving Central Catholic High School before graduation. Eileen is proud to say that her father was named class valedictorian in 2002, after it was discovered some 60 years later that he had earned that distinction. The middle of 5 siblings, Eileen is bookended on the upper end by Houstonian Kathy Penske and UT Pharmacy grad Karen Rolandelli, who lives in Greensboro. She was followed by her late sister Liz Kunkel and brother Jerry, a UT Business and Education alum who lives in Mansfield. As a UT student, our awardee had 3 mentors, giants, she says, who shaped her life. Eileen worked in the Kennedy Center, the Rare Books and Archives section of Carlson Library, under Lucille Empsch, who taught her to approach life with passion and hard work. She's still in touch with the family of late political science professor George Willis, whom she always called when she had to make a tough decision, as well as the family of the late Charles D. Benedetti, a history prof whose son Eileen now mentors. A career in Washington was fueled when, as a UT junior, Eileen was selected to be U.S. Representative Lud Ashley's Lyndon Baines Johnson intern. The Georgetown University law grad's career includes working for Senators Lawton Chiles and John Glenn on the staff of the U.S. Senate Special Committee on Aging, serving as Glenn's legislative assistant and then as a partner in the law firm of Wiley, Ryan and Fielding, where she was involved in U.S. steel industry issues on behalf of Nucor. They hired her away in 1990. A Mending Hearts volunteer who helps those recovering from open heart surgery, Eileen's heart was filled with love in 1993 when she went to Russia and adopted a baby girl named Ksenia from an orphanage. When they arrived home, John Glenn threw a shower for the new family in his Senate office. Ksenia, a professional historian in Washington, and her mom have returned to Russia to do community service work and visit her birth city and orphanage in St. Petersburg. Eileen started a national support group for families who have adopted from the former Soviet Union, and mom and daughter are very active in Russian-American cultural activities. She spent a career successfully fighting for American manufacturing and jobs in the highest levels of our government. Eileen Bradner is the College of Arts and Letters Outstanding Graduate.